Okay. And we're live. Hey there, YouTube. Welcome back to the stream. So, obviously, we're doing something very different this time. At the end of last session, I realized that, even though, that character that I've been playing in Path of Exile 2 was pretty much a twink or a smurf, however, whatever your preferred name for that is, which, if you've never heard those terms before for characters, it's like a multiplayer online RPG term, meaning a character that has lots of benefits that were provided by other characters to make them stronger at lower levels. So even though that character was very much like a I guess a nepo baby character, because the weapon that character was using, to be clear, the weapon that my Infernalist was using, by the time I decided to call it quits, was better than the weapon that my Witch Hunter was wearing by the time they got into maps. And my Infernalist was still in the normal campaign. That character was wearing a very powerful weapon and still couldn't cut it just in the normal campaign. So I decided, you know what? I'll wait for a nice update to rebalance things in Path of Exile 2, and for now, I'll just focus on other things. So what I'm focusing on right now is that Season 2 of Last Epoch is inbound, and I want to get my my Falconer ready so that I can see what the differences are with the Pinnacle boss. Because currently, from because I watch the 11th Hour Games Last Epoch streams that they do for charity, and one of the questions that I've heard brought up a few times was people ask about the Pinnacle boss Aberoth, what the viability is, and apparently, and this is why I'm doing this. Apparently, right now, you actually can't beat that boss solo. Apparently, that boss can only be you can only beat that boss in co-op right now. It's very poorly optimized for solo play at the moment. So, what I'm doing is I just want to experience how just crazy overpowered that boss is, just so I have a frame of reference for when Season 2 gets here. And so I'm just going to be messing with my Falconer a little bit. This character is obviously doing something kind of funny here. It looks like they're kind of dual wielding shields. And the reason for that is in the Falconer tree, there's a passive you can invest in that turns shield block into glancing blow chance. You see, deflect and weave, the 5-point bonus, converts all your block chance into glancing blow chance. So by wearing the Monument of Protection, which is a one-handed axe that also gives you block chance, and then this Cradle of the Erased that happened to roll with more block chance than the weapon has normally, and then the unique benefit of this is that passively, you build up these charges here, Golden Aegis, and you get 8% additional block chance for each one of those. But when you block, it falls off. However, since we're converting all of our block chance into why am I not seeing it? I'm in defense, right? I am. Where is the thing? Oh, here it is. Chance to receive glancing blow. So we're converting all our block chance into glancing blow chance. We never lose this benefit. It's just a permanent buff because it only goes away if you block, and we can't block. So we're just always at this massive amount of additional glancing blow chance. That makes it that we're always receiving a glancing blow instead of anything else. So, like we're kind of tanky. Like I'm not gonna say like super tanky because we don't even have 2,000 health, and our endurance is not very good. We're only 34% endurance. Now we're overcapped on all of our resistances, and we have some critical strike avoidance, but mostly our biggest thing here is that we have over 1,500 health, and all of the damage we take are glancing blows. And that's the most defensive benefit that we have. In terms of like the gear that I'm wearing, like there's nothing really crazy here. Like this is still the same falconry helmet that I was wearing at the end of my playthrough that I put up on YouTube. So just a falconry helmet that gives +6 dexterity, gives some extra melee and throwing damage for the falcon. Has a tier 4 affix for the falconry bonus. Has some dexterity, some resistances, but nothing outrageous. A turquoise amulet, because the turquoise amulet gives bonuses to minion damage, and minion damage is our most important thing. So we have bonuses to minion and physical here, as well as some elemental resist. The chance to shock doesn't matter for us because we're not dealing any lightning damage. We're wearing 2 coral rings that both have 5 vitality and 6 regen. And then both have some minion damage on them, some dexterity, and resistances. And this one has some additional health. Our belt is a spider silk sash, so we get the poison and cold resist. We get some more poison resist, some more health. Our boots are some pretty good... I'm forgetting the word right now. There's some pretty good exalted boots. So we have a tier 7 dexterity and a tier 6 health, as well as the highest craftable vitality and elemental resistance that we could get, and a sealed affix for additional movement speed. So we have some okay movement speed from our boots. For the relic, this is just a weathered coins relic, so some armor shred, but doesn't really matter. The main thing is that it has a tier 7 exalted dexterity bonus. It has some crafted minion and minion damage, health, and physical resistance. And then our chest is an exalted chest that has a tier 7 vitality with some crafted dexterity, health regen, lightning resist. And then this particular chest type, the implicit bonus is that we just have a chance of receiving a glancing blow and hit. So it makes it much easier to reach that really high glancing blow chance. And also gives lightning resist, so we don't have to worry about lightning resist for anything else. And then for idols, we're looking at a Majosan idol that gives us some physical damage and some poison on hit. These don't really matter. These stout idols give us elemental resistance. That's what I'm using all of them for. The freeze rate multiplier doesn't matter. The shotgun hit doesn't matter. The critical strike chance is okay, but it doesn't really matter. Then for our humble idols, we have vitality on 2 of them. Then physical resist, void resist, and some extra physical damage for ourselves and our minion. And then we have a stout idol that is just for health, so percentage health and flat health. And then some small idols for some additional regeneration, some extra damage, and some extra void resist. So nothing, once again, nothing crazy anywhere. And like I said, you know, this Cradle of the Erased, you know, it gives us some elemental resist, some poison resist. Like if we were actually using this for like it allowing us to block, then we probably would have a decent amount of block effectiveness, because we have so much overcap on all of our resistances. But you know, it's irrelevant for the purposes of how we're using it. Like the goal here, as far as like gearing goes, like I'm trying to get a like an exalted shield that makes it that we can like just replace, because you know, because this and this are not really ideal. Like the main reason that I'm using these is because it was like the only way to really get that like really high block chance. But you know, like what I'd rather do is use a shield and 2 rings that give us enough additional block chance that we can, you know, we don't have to use this this unique or this unique. And then either a skeletal scepter or a dragon bone axe as our main hand weapon, because they give us additional minion damage, which once again, minion damage is our thing. And so like as far as like damage goes, you know, we are invested in dive bomb, falconry, aerial assault. So like 3 of our falconry skills are big investments. And then we have ballista and puncture. So with dive bomb, you're going to see that, you know, I'm not using a spear right now. So this doesn't actually have any benefit for us whatsoever. The reason that I had this was like, you know, like I really wanted to do like a dragoon build. That was like the thing that was like really hyped to try to do. But like like there's no way to do that build. That build does not exist right now. Like, you know, the dive bomb skill is very powerful. You know, it's a very powerful skill. It does a ton of damage, but like using it as like a skill where like you jump around with it, like it does not work at the moment. Like, you know, it's not like, you know, like you can do it, but like you're using it at the expense of being able to use aerial assault. So it's an either or kind of thing. So what you're going to be seeing, you're not going to be seeing me jump around with this because of the fact I'm not using a spear. And I didn't bother to spec out of this, just because, you know, there wasn't anything else that I could really like move that point into that would have been like useful for what I'm doing right now. For puncture, like the main thing here is just I wanted something that would allow me to play more actively, because, you know, like if you're just like leaping around and using your falcon strikes to deal lots of damage, and dive bomb and falcon strike to do lots of damage, then like you don't feel like your character is the one doing anything. You know, which like I fought with this a lot while I was leveling with this character. And so I did a lot of different things with explosive trap, with net. Like I messed around with decoy, I messed around with cinder strikes a lot, I messed around with umbral blades, acid flask, shuriken, flurry. Like I tried everything to try to like find something that felt good with this character. And the only thing that like that like felt like it worked with how I play it is puncture. Puncture is the only thing that felt like it worked. For a ballista, we're not actually using the ballista as a ballista. Like the way we use ballista is that there is this bonus here called Armed Construction. And what Armed Construction does is that when your Ballista expires, it explodes. And then the amount of damage that it does is based on how much dexterity you have, and how big the explosion is based on how much dexterity you have. And we have a lot of dexterity. So the way I'm using the Ballista is that there's this upgrade here called Tripwire. So basically, like, what I do with it, and Ballista's a very expensive skill. Well, it's expensive because of the fact that we only have 99 mana. Basically, the way I use it is I just do this. And I just go fully out of mana using the Ballista. And then I start using my other stuff. I mean, if it's something that needs more damage done to it. If it's a normal thing, then I'll usually just be dropping the dive bomb down. I'll be using the falconry strikes. I'll be using puncture. For normal things, but anytime it's an enemy, an actual boss, then I'll be dropping down those. Yeah. That's that out of the way. Let's actually go and do what we're here to do. Which right now, actually, let me go over these real quick. So for the factions, we're rank 10 in Circle of Fortune right now, and rank 5 in Forgotten Knights, which means that I've killed the first 5 of these guys. So so I've done the Forgotten Knight from here, Forgotten Knight from here, here, and I'm currently working on this one here. I've already done all of the corruption farming for this one. We can just go straight into the boss fight. And so we're already at 200. And all there is to do is actually fight the boss and get the... I get the Harbinger kill. I've never actually tried killing the idols. I'm actually going to try killing the idols for the first time, just to see what happens.
The abyss calls. Can't you hear it?
Because my assumption is that if you kill one, then it just respawns. But I don't know if that's the case.
God's emperors, it was all for nothing. Accept it. The void is all that is left. Let the void take you.
Not happening.
This calls. Can't you hear it? Draw in dark.
Yeah, but because everything is a glancing blow, like we're actually able to like play this game very comfortably. I mean, getting more critical strike avoidance would be helpful here for us because, you know, critical strikes are still something to be worried about. Okay, so we're about to see what happens when one of these guys dies. Okay, so took one down. Did another one pop up? Doesn't look like it. Or maybe it's like a time thing. Like after a while it'll pop back up.
Not happening.
And like the way that the Harbingers work is you have to kill the boss in order for the Harbinger to be summoned. I'm trying to avoid killing the boss right now. And he's very low. And our...
Not happening.
Ooh, get close.
Not happening.
Now he's gonna die. He died before. Yep, there he is.
Am I free?
No master greater than honor.
Okay, so this one didn't resurrect when the Harbinger showed up.
Not happening.
Yeah, 'cause that was my worry, that I was going to go through that trouble and then the Harbinger was going to show up and then they'd just be back. Alright, so here we go. Alright, so both are down. So with both down, yeah, they do not resurrect. Okay.
Not happening. Not happening.
Oh. Yeah. That's one of the unfortunate things about this game. See how Killing Blow 659, Overkill 255. Which means that I got brought down to around 400 health. But like I didn't notice that that I had maybe my health had gone down that low. You know, it's very difficult to tell in this game when you are in that kind of position. And so this time I'll just focus on the boss. Because I've always just wanted to know if it was possible to, like, to take those things out. And now we know you can't.
The void is all that is left. Let the void
Oh.
take you.
Did they not wreck? Okay, here we go. I was about to say.
Not happening.
Can't you hear it? God's emperors, it was all for nothing. Accept it. The void is all that is left. Let the void take you.
Not happening.
Ooh. I let myself get double beamed.
The abyss calls. I remember you. Accept it. The void is all that is left. Let the void take you. The abyss calls. Can't you hear it? Darkness.
Not happening.
God's emperors, it was all for nothing.
And you're gonna notice that like I never use my my potions. The reason for that is that the way that I'm invested in the skill tree,
Not happening.
like every time our falcon attacks, it basically completely heals me no matter how low my health gets.
The abyss calls. Can't you hear?
Yeah, cause just like I built around that specifically because like any game where heal is on 1, like it's just really difficult for me to make that switch over. Like even though like it's right there, like going, oh, I need to heal, move my my left ring finger over to that spot. Like I can't do it. Like it just like my brain doesn't work that way. That's why in Path of Exile 2, I moved the heal over to like a mouse button, just because like I couldn't, like I couldn't make the heal work when it was when the flask was sitting on 1.
Am I free?
He finally found peace.
Not happening. Not happening.
I should probably focus on getting rid of those void worms for the Harbinger. Because against the captain, they're not really a problem, but against the Harbinger, who has way more... Oh, we're under now. Go grab some extra stability real quick. Oh, we got a Nemesis here. Okay. So. Oh, wow. Yep. Massive crit. Yeah, like with the... Like with... Are they called Nemesis? I forget what those guys are called. But like whatever those guys are called... Like they always have like a random modifier on them. And like you don't really know what it is they're gonna be until you start fighting them. So sometimes it'll be like a poison guy, sometimes it'll be like a bleed guy, sometimes it'll be like a lightning guy, sometimes a fire guy. And like same with like the guys that you fight in order to like reset the not reset. I mean they reset like the time, not the timeline. They reset the Monolith of Fate like web thing. Like it works the same way as those guys, where like they'll randomly like have like something that they're like really strong with. And you don't know what it is until they actually do it. In that case, it was a... Oh, finally found one of these. You have no idea how long I've had that... Like this here. Like I've been using this for so long. It's the first time that I've actually seen an idle drop that had the affixes to make it show up. Okay, so this is an ambush one. Yep, we've been ambushed.
Not happening. Not happening. Might have to drop something.
Okay, nothing I want. Nope. Nope. No. Alright, so 4% and 15. Yeah, worse than that one. Yeah, but I'm grabbing these because eventually I want to... Like once all of my resistances don't require the idols, I want to like move as many of these as I can into health. So let's move that here. So we are now at... Okay, we are over what we need. So this time we'll actually focus on the idle guys.
I remember you. Accepted. The void is always love. Let the void take you.
I just sat in it. And my brain is slow. It's almost down.
It was all for nothing. Accepted. The void is all that is left. Let the void take you. The abyss calls. Can't
Okay,
you hear
one down.
Not happening.
God's emperors? It was all for nothing.
Did the wrong thing.
The void is all that is left. Let the void take you. Abyss calls. Can't you hear?
Not happening.
Wrong in darkness. God's emperors, it was all for nothing.
Not happening.
Accepted. The void is all that's left.
Not happening.
Let the void take you. Can't you hear it?
Not happening.
Wrong in darkness. God's emperors,
Okay.
it was all for nothing.
Not happening.
Accepted. The void is all that is left.
Oh,
The void take you.
I'm not sure what it is he actually killed me with.
This calls. Can't you?
Or was that like his void spike just his melee attack?
I remember you. Accepted. The void is all that is left. Let the void take you.
Void decay. I want to know what void spike is. 'Cause I don't think it's like those like little waves. Because void spike did a ton of damage. Okay,
Accepted.
let's see.
The void is all that is left.
Void decay. Yeah, so I don't know what void spike is.
I remember you. Accepted. The void is all that is left. Let the void take you.
because it's not this thing. It's not the waves. Like, I didn't notice him do, like, the slam down thing. I didn't even get hit by that. Hmm. Yeah, so it's not the swing with his staff. It's not the slam down like that. Yeah, I don't know what the spike is. What's the void spike?
It's not happening.
Let the void take you.
Not happening.
Might be that thing. Yeah, I want him to kill me with that. Hmm. Yeah, because unfortunately, like, you know, like, both these guys and this guy, like, do that same, like, circle thing. So I have to decide, like, when it's going to be them doing that, or when it's going to be him. Ah. So close that time. Let's see, that's them. Ah. Oh no. Ah. I almost got killed by it. Didn't manage to do it. Damn it. There's the wrong one. I mean, he managed to kill me with it. Well, yeah, assuming that's the void spike. He managed to kill me with it before, so it should be potentially fatal. And maybe he enrages when he's low on health. And that's why it was able to kill me before, but like now, I guess just not able to deal as much damage.
Not happening.
Let's get rid of the idol so that way it's easier to test that.
Not happening.
Yeah, sometimes we can jump over it, sometimes we can't.
I remember you.
So I think that what determines whether or not you can go over it has to do with positioning. So, like, I think, like, if I'm, like, here, I can't do it. Oh, no, I can do it from there.
God's emperor was all for nothing.
I'm not sure why it is that sometimes it just doesn't work.
Not happening.
And maybe it's like you're getting, like, stunned in the middle of it or something? Not sure.
Not happening. Not happening.
God's emperors, it was all for nothing. Accepted.
Not happening.
Let the void take you.
It's very inconsistent.
Can't you hear?
Not happening.
It was all for nothing. Accepted. The void is all that is left. Let the void take you.
Okay. It's down.
The abyss calls. Can't you hear? Drown in darkness. God's emperors, it was all for nothing.
I think he's actually only able to kill us if he does the, like, the void field thing.
Accepted. The void is all that is left.
Yeah, but, like, when he does that, he doesn't seem to do other stuff.
Let the void take you.
Do the field.
The abyss calls. Can't you hear?
Yeah. Like, I'm not noticing him do other stuff during that.
Drown in darkness.
So here's what I'm thinking. I think, like, he must have been casting, like, the void. Like, I'm thinking that, like, the circle thing is void spike,
Nothing.
and it was just that, like, he had cast it, and then he went into this thing, like, right after it. Because, you know, because, like, nothing he does can kill us. He's not capable of actually killing us using his attacks. So it had to have been, like, just like a,
Different. Am I free?
like a bad coincidental, like,
Master great
like matchup thing.
Orbis. Dodge this! Submit!
Not happening.
I show no mercy!
Like, wondering, like, why it is, like, I keep on, like, dodging out and back in. Like, I don't really understand what causes that.
Not happening.
Like, 'cause it happens in both this game and in Path of Exile 2. Like in Path of Exile 2, like anytime I would like roll, like I would roll out, roll back in, roll out, roll back in, and I don't know what causes that to happen. I hit the roll one time, but like you'll see like I'll double roll. Yeah, I can't say what the prevalent factor is there.
I remember you.
Yep.
Accepted. The
I did not
void
mean
is
to do that.
all that is left.
And so, like basically like the way I play this build is like I have my index finger, middle finger, and ring finger on the Q, W, and E keys at all times. And then I move my index finger over to R to do Falcon Strikes. And then so like when it's available, like I do aerial assault in order to like to reposition and things. But for the most part, like I'm waiting for this to come back so I can go and just do this. That's my most powerful thing. But like as I mentioned about hitting one, like my brain isn't able to readjust to things, so like a lot of times they're gonna like since I'm switching context, my index is switching context between E and R. A lot of times like I'll just be meaning to press E, or meaning to press R and I press E, meaning to press E and press R. That will happen a lot. It gets me killed a lot. Yeah, that's the reason why for like when the Steam controller came out, like I would play all of my games using the Steam controller because you know that prevents my brain from like sabotaging me.
Not happening.
The abyss calls. Can't you hear? Drowned in darkness. It's all for nothing. Accepted. The void.
Not happening.
Let the void take you. The abyss calls. Can't you hear it?
Also, like when he does that void thing, you'll notice that like I'm very hesitant to like cross through it, and the reason for that is it looks very similar to the kind of like void cloud thing that Araye does in the Black Sun Black Sun boss fight. And for that one, if you pass through it, you die. You know, so. Just like I've done that boss fight so many times that like every time I see that, like I don't try to get out of it because like I'm worried that like I'll try to pass by it and it'll kill me.
Not happening. Not happening.
Was all for nothing.
Okay, one down.
Not happening.
The void.
Like you definitely you don't need to kill these guys to beat the boss. But like the Harbinger, again, there's too much stuff going on like when fighting the Harbinger, and I just don't want to have that risk open up.
Not happening.
God's emperors, it was all for nothing. Accepted. The void is all that is left.
Not happening.
The void taken. Abyss, cords,
Not happening.
it was all for nothing.
Okay, idol's almost down.
The void is all that is left. Let the void take.
Okay, idol down.
Abyss, cords. Don't you hear it?
Now this guy, as long as he doesn't have like the void field down, like we don't even have to worry about dying.
God's emperors, it was all for
There we go.
different. Am I free?
He finally found peace. Pity.
Not happening. Not happening. Not happening.
Yeah, hopefully they come up with a better system than the weird energy shield thing the bosses do right now. So it's just like, it's weird like getting them down to these thresholds, and the only thing that happens is, oh, now it's going to take you a while to actually deal damage to the boss again, because we have this big energy shield thing that we give them that serves no purpose other than to make the fight take longer. You know? Like, it is inelegant.
Not happening.
Like, and I get why they do it. You know, they want it to be that, you know, players are more likely to
Not happening.
experience boss mechanics, you know, by making it that, you know, the boss, you know, that you aren't like instantly one-shotting the bosses, but that was weird. From a melee attack. So it wasn't that thing that exploded out of the ground, it was the melee attack that killed us. Actually, I thought the thing that popped out of the ground killed us. And I was like, oh, what was that ground explosion thing? And that was not it.
I remember you.
Not happening.
The beast calls. Can't you hear it?
Not happening.
Drown in darkness.
And by the way, like even though like the harbingers like all have different names, there's really only I think 3 or 4 harbingers.
Not happening.
Because I've fought like I've definitely fought like I'm pretty sure it's like 3 different types. And there's 3 different types of harbinger. Like because I fought like the fat one and the female one multiple times already. And they have like like primarily like the same like movesets each time. It's just they have like added things like for this fight like like because this like basically they absorb the power of the boss for that particular timeline. And then it becomes like an additional thing they do.
Not happening.
Almost there. Okay, I'm down.
Not happening.
Let the void take you. This calls. Can't you hear it? Drown in dark.
Not happening.
God's emperors, it was all for nothing.
Not happening.
The void is all that is left. Let the void take you. The abyss calls. Can't you hear it?
I mean, this time he seems to be doing like the wave things without doing the like field thing first.
It was all for nothing.
Not happening.
Accept it. The void is all that is left.
Okay, we can go that way.
Not.
Okay. One down. Oh, both down. Now just the boss.
Not happening.
Different. Am I free?
No master greater than Orbis.
Not happening.
Oh. Yeah, so this one crits a lot. And we can invest a little in crit avoidance. Like they have some, I think right here, yeah. Additional 35%, which would get us to 80% crit avoidance. That'd be 9 points that we'd have to move around. Yeah, we can give up a bunch of this. Then drop off some of our... So our agile hunt, I guess.
Hello, traveler.
Can't give up our attack speed. Need 4 more points. Okay. Two points there. All 7 here. Yeah, so we're at 77% critical strike avoidance now. Not 100%, but it's something. I'm pretty sure that the rest of our critical strike avoidance is coming
Hello,
from
traveler.
the blessing. This guy here? Yeah. Is that the grand? Am I looking at the wrong thing? Oh, yeah. Here we go. Yeah, I have not gotten the grand of this yet. Because with the grand, that would probably get me up to maxed out critical strike avoidance.
Do not dwell on regrets.
We'll stay with what we have for now.
Not happening.
Let the void take you. The abyss calls.
Yeah, I'm not sure why that wasn't going off. I thought maybe I was pressing the wrong button, but I wasn't.
Round is dark. God's emperors, it was all for nothing.
Not happening.
Let the void take you.
Not happening.
The abyss calls. Can't you hear it?
Not happening.
Drown in darkness. God's emperors, it was all for nothing.
Not happening.
Accept it. The void is all that is left.
Not happening.
Oh, like, I don't think I explained it at the beginning. Like, so a reason why, like, I'm using the ballistas is that even though it's a minion, which, you know, obviously, like, you know, works with the fact that we're fully invested in minion damage. The reason that I'm using it is because it also counts as a thrown weapon. And so, like, you'll see that, like, whenever I use it, like, the cooldowns on my on all my Falcon stuff, like, that goes down faster, like, from me throwing those down.
Take you.
Yeah, like I try to avoid using the dodge mechanic because of that weird like double dash thing that every game I play seems to do. Like I don't know, maybe it's my keyboard. Maybe my keyboard is doing like some kind of weird like double input for that. Because the fact that, you know, the exact same thing happens in both Path of Exile 2 and Last Epoch suggests that it has to be like there's some kind of, like, you know, that the issue is on my side, not in the game side. Because, you know, like I really doubt that both games happen to have the same bug in it. That would just be a crazy coincidence. Okay. Settle down.
Not happening.
Alright. Now the boss fight can start.
He finally found peace. Pity. I show no mercy.
Not happening. Not happening.
Oh, wow. Oh, not a crit this time. He basically hit me for my entire HP. Yeah. Like, that's like another thing that, like, I don't like about both Last Epoch and Path of Exile 2. Like, the telegraphs that they do are worthless. You know, like they're like telegraphs for people who have like super fast reflexes. But like for people like me who like my reflexes are jelly basically. Like I just like the amount of time it gives me for when that line shows up to actually move out of the way. Like I can't react in time. You know, like when you see me actually avoiding it, you know, that's just like I fought this boss a lot of times. Like I said, you know, like they like this boss, I fought in at least 2 other timelines. You know, so like, you know, like I've fought and died to it enough times that like by instinct, like I'm moving out of the way of it occasionally. But like, yeah, like when it comes to actually like seeing it show up and reacting to it, I'm not able to do that. Like my brain doesn't work that way. Like I need like a full second from like when it shows up to when it actually goes off for my brain to actually go, oh, okay, I recognize that this is happening and now I can do something about it.
Not happening.
That's why you'll notice that like occasionally like I'm just like standing in the lava basically. Yeah, like it takes sometimes it just takes a really long time for my brain to catch up to what's going on screen. Mind you, like, you know, like that specific thing is why, like, you know, at the moment, you know, like, in my opinion, like, Last Epoch is infinitely better than Path of Exile 2. Infinitely better. Like, Path of Exile 2 is, you know, like, a very cool game, but it is an extremely bad game. It is poorly designed in all the worst ways. That hopefully, like, you know, like many years of balancing will fix. But right now, like, that game is garbage. Actual garbage. I mean, it's very high quality garbage, but you know. Okay, if it's not fun, then you can't even call it a game, right? And right now, the only way to say that the game's fun is to play a broken build. If the build isn't broken, then you actually can't even appreciate the game. Like in Last Epoch, you know, like I've been playing this game since it was a Kickstarter demo, and there has never been a point where I could ever say that, like, I could not succeed at playing the game based on my choice of skill expression. You know, again, and that's been the case since the Kickstarter demo. There's never been a point where You couldn't just pick up Path of Exile, go, oh, I like this skill, and do well with that skill. I mean, obviously, like, you know, like, there's some very minor, like, skill options that obviously aren't something you can, like, invest in as, like, a primary skill. But, you know, but those, for the most part, aren't designed as primary skills, you know? Like, obviously, like, you know, like, for, like, you can't roll Paladin and be mad that, you know, Sigils of Hope, like, you know, like, you can't use that as your main skill. Because, you know, that is not a main skill. You know, it isn't designed as a main skill. But, you know, but anything that is designed as something that you should be using, which, you know, like, which is why, like I said, like, you know, like, I don't like that I can't use not Falcon Strikes, Dive Bomb as a main skill. It's like, you know, like, what's even the point of having that mutation, you know? Why have it that, you know, like, you can do the Dragoon jump with this skill, you know, with that skill. Like, if you're not going to turn it into a primary skill. I guess that's just stupid. You know, like the way it should work is that, like, you know, like, there is, you know, like, it doesn't count as a movement skill, but it does count as a channeling skill. You know, that's your, you know, that's the thing, you know, because the whole thing is, you know, like, obviously, like, you know, like, they have it the way it is because it's meant to be like, oh, you're playing as, like, the Dragoon Cain from Final Fantasy IV. You know, that's the whole like premise behind that skill being the way it is. You know, that's why, like, you know, specifically with a spear, and that's why they did that. So they just make it that it's a charge skill. You know, like, it's a channeling skill. You know, like, you charge it up and then you leap and you do the thing. You know, instead of, you know, so that way, like, you know, you can't, like, just hold it down and spam it. Like, instead you have to choose to do it. You know, like, that's again, the longer you hold it, like, the closer you get to the damage that the skill actually does. So it does lower damage if you hold it for not as much time, and you can't go as far with it if you don't hold it down all the way. So, you know, the distance you travel is also based on how long you hold it down. You know, like, that's the way you do stuff like that. And, like, but right now, like, you know, it is, you know, they did it the bad way. They did it the bad way, and hopefully eventually it'll be the good way. But regardless, you know, like, that's a minor, like, drop in the bucket as far as, like, things that, like, don't work as intended in this game. Like, in Path of Exile 2, nothing works. There are no good skills in Path of Exile 2. In Path of Exile 2, if you're not playing, like, the most broken combos that exist because of the fact that, you know, they didn't balance test the game at all, and honestly, like, you know, like, you know, that makes me so mad. It makes me so mad every time I think about it. Because, like, yeah, like, you guys didn't balance test the game at all. You put in this end game mode, and you were like, oh yeah, like, so, like we think that the game is balanced enough to where, like, people can play the game, and successfully complete the campaign in normal and cruel. Then it's like, okay, no, it's not, because I played through the game using 3 of the available classes, doing melee, you know, like a, you know, starting the game as ranged, then switching to melee, starting the game as melee, then switching to like minions and chaos spellcasting, and eventually back to melee, and playing the game as a minion character, then primarily as a caster, and then into like a mid-ranged attacker class.
Remember you.
And all of those things that I did, like the only one that ended up being remotely viable was the one that actually shouldn't have been viable at all. You know, why is it that my,
Not happening.
you know, my mason shield with a quarterstaff witch hunter like is able to easily clear all of, well, relatively easily clear all of like the campaign and, you know, on both difficulties and make it to maps. But like my chaos monk and my frost witch, neither one were able to pull off the same feat. Like with both of them, it's like what did I not do? You know, what is it that I'm missing? That, like, you know, like it seems to be like the thing that you need to be able to do, be able to accomplish that same feat with those kinds of skills. And, you know, like, and obviously, like, you know, like when it comes to like being like a frost witch, you know, like the answer is you need to be playing Invoker or, you know, or Stormweaver. Like you can't do a frost witch with an Infernalist using the, you know, the damage conversion gloves. But it's like, why? Why is that the case? Because, you know, because like I said, you know, like that character, like they were wearing an extraordinarily powerful weapon for that point in the game. Extraordinarily powerful. Like, just because of how strong that weapon is and the fact that that character was actually invested in damage. Like, there literally should not have been anything in, you know, in the normal campaign that should have given that character any trouble whatsoever. You know, like it should have been like a slam dunk on that character finishing, like, you know, finishing the campaign and then getting into Cruel and starting to run into some difficulty.
Not happening.
But like I couldn't even finish Act 3. You know, like I couldn't get past the Phalanx boss in Act 3 with that character. Despite the fact they were wearing a crazy powerful weapon and they were invested in damage. It's stupid. It's absolutely stupid.
Not happening. Not happening.
You know, but as time goes on, you know, like it is going to, you know, like they are going to eventually go, oh yeah, like we finally played the game a bit and we see that we didn't know what we were doing with any of this stuff. And, you know, a big part of that is most likely like the departure of Chris Wilson, even though, like, you know, they'll probably never say it.
Not happening.
Like, you know, I'm sure that, you know, the fact that Chris Wilson either was ousted or just, you know, had a falling out with them and decided to take his leave, like, for creative reasons, who knows. Like, whatever the reason is, like, I'm sure that that's the reason why Path of Exile 2 is in the state that it's in.
Was all for nothing. Accepted. The void is all
There's no way that Chris Wilson is involved and that those same things happen. No way. I know that's like giving him a lot of credit. You know, but Path of Exile 1 is considered, you know, like the best ARPG ever made by many. Even though Path of Exile 1, as I've mentioned many times, is a very bad game. It is a, from a technical standpoint, it is a very bad game. You know, like it's like what makes it the best ARPG is the fact that despite the fact that it's a very bad game, it's very fun. You know, because like, you know, being bad and being fun are, you know, are not mutually exclusive. And Path of Exile is able to accomplish that feat because of the fact that,
Not happening.
you know, like the focus of the game was on making a fun game. You know, it was like it wasn't about, you know, oh, are we able to understand like game stability and performance peaks and like all the technical stuff that, you know, like is you know, generally the domain of like AAA games. You know, they didn't focus on any of that. They focus on, oh, like, can we make this a fun game? And they did. Made it a very fun game. Path of Exile 2 was not built with any of those principles. Path of Exile 2 was built on how do we make Dark Souls into a loop-based ARPG without ever once thinking, oh, why would you want to make Dark Souls a loop-based ARPG? You know, and then the Ori and the Blind Forest developers made No Rest for the Wicked and went, oh, like this. You do it like this. And then the Path of Exile guys were like, oh, crap. Yeah, they're right. That's how you do it. And we did it this other way. It doesn't work.
The void is all that is left.
Not happening.
Can't you hear it?
Not happening.
Mind you, again, there are things in No Rest for the Wicked that need to be tidied up quite a bit. Like the main thing being that, you know, like as a game intended to be like very much like a hybridization of a Souls-like and like an isometric ARPG.
Not happening.
Like there need to be starting loadouts, same way as in any Souls-like. You know, like you need to be able to choose. Oh, I'm doing a. I'm trying to remember like what they're called in the different games, but like, you know, the
Not happening.
Forsaken or Unclean or like I don't remember what they call the like the different like
Void is all that is left.
again like the guys that like that don't start with any levels and or any gear or any clothes, whatever that's called. Because, you know, because like the way the game is right now, it's like you start as that, but you know, like people very much prefer certain things when they play games like that. So like someone who wants to play a sword build,
Not happening.
like can actually go for the first like 10 hours of the game and never find a sword. People who want to play a spear build can go for the first 10 hours of the game, never find a spear, you know? It is an issue. And like, and the way to fix that is loadouts, you know, like you create, like, you know, like Like, I don't remember what the main character is called. You know, like what their thing is called, but whatever the main character's thing is called, go. Like you're one of those that is like a buccaneer or a
Not happening.
like a oh damn it. Or they're a I don't know, executioner or something. Again, like you come up with like things like that, so that, you know, like this is the character. You know, that way, like, you know, players can actually start with the stuff they want to actually play in the game. Yeah, which is a big failing that they have right now. You know, because, you know, like there is no player-based build expression in No Rest for the Wicked at the moment. Like there's only like, oh, like these are the things I found, and so like I made do. Like if you want to like make a character that works a specific way in that game, then you actually need, like, you know, like early on, then you actually need to like restart that game multiple times until, like, you know, like the drops are in favor of like the thing you're trying to do.
Not happening. Not happening.
Bring them to me.
Not happening. Not happening.
Okay.
Not happening. Not happening.
Okay. There's a poison one this time. Oh. That's from poison damage, really? Weird. He should not have been able to kill us with that.
Might have to drop something.
void take you. Can't you hear it? In darkness. Was all for nothing. Accept it. The void is all that is left. Let the void take you.
Not happening.
The abyss calls. Can't you hear it?
Not happening.
God's help. It was all for nothing. The void.
Not happening.
Let the void take
Not happening.
Can't you hear it?
Not happening.
God's emperors. It was all for nothing. Accept it. The void is all that is left.
Not happening.
The abyss calls. Can't you hear it? God's emperors. It was all for nothing. Accept it. The void is all that is left.
Not happening.
Let the void take you.
Not happening.
Hear this. Can't you hear it?
Not happening.
Darkness.
Not happening.
God's emperors. It was all for nothing. This
Okay.
is different. Am I free?
He finally found peace. Pity.
I have no mercy! Coward! Coward!
Not happening.
Wasn't a crit. Huh. I don't understand why that killed me. It was an overkill also. Means I only had around 700 health at the time. But how did my health get that low? Like, what was dealing damage to me? I don't know. I don't understand what actually allowed it to kill me with a melee attack. Yeah, that's like a big problem like with these particular fights, because like, all right, so I got to go through this whole boss fight just to unlock the Harbinger, just so the Harbinger shows up, so we can do that part. And then, you know, then you get like one shot by something, and it's like, oh, but I don't understand why I got one shot by that. Like, it wasn't a crit or anything. It was just I was somehow low on health when I wasn't low on health. Or like maybe like it's like an issue with how the game interacts with my graphics drivers or something. Like, you know, like I'm not seeing that my health went down, even though like it had gone. Like there's like logical interactions occurring like on the back end that are not, you know, like being read up front first. Yeah, because this suggests that, you know, like something else hit me before the melee attack hit me. But what was that? You know, what actually hit me? Yeah, they should add like, instead of like what killed you, there should be like a log of like, you know, like these are the things that led to you dying, you know? You know, because just knowing this, like, you know, like I'm more confused because of this. It's actually more confusing. Which, you know, but even though, like, you know, like, but this, even though, like, this is confusing, like, it's better than what we get in Path of Exile or Path of Exile 2. Which, you know, you die, and you're like, okay, so I died because of what? But here, like, you know, like, we know the final cause, but it doesn't explain the actual, like big resulting. Yeah, because I mean, like, we got hit by something for like 1200 before we got hit by the melee attack. Something dealt around 1200 damage to us first. But what was it that dealt that damage? Like, was it one of those like spike things from the ground? Like, I don't think the you know, like the 5 like pie things were up when that happened. Mind you, I don't know that the 5 pie things even do damage. Like, I just assume because of the fact that they're that color that they deal damage, but it's confusing. It confuses me.
Yes.
I've been forgetting to do that.
Take care.
Hmm. Oh. That's dirty. That's dirty. He layered his explosion thing on the other thing. Like, oh, I just need to get out of this damage area. I couldn't see that the other thing was building up. That is dirty.
I remember you. Let the void take you. This wolf. Can't you hear it? Wrong is dark. God's emperors was all for nothing. Accepted. The void is all.
Not happening.
Let the void.
Okay, that didn't make sense. Was it these guys? Were these guys stopping me from moving? Yeah, 'cause I was holding to move and I was just like stapled to the ground.
I remember you.
Not happening.
Let the void take
Not happening.
The little worm guys, I don't know. Like, are they causing like some kind of like suppression field or something that prevents the character from moving? Because usually, like, I don't have any trouble getting around. But the last 2 times we died, like those worm guys were around us.
Not happening.
accepted. The void is
Not happening.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any debuff showing up there.
Not happening.
this. Fools! Can't you hear it?
Not happening.
Yeah, it happened again.
God's emperors, it was all for nothing.
I mean, not by the the worms this time. It was just like I couldn't move. Like, you know, like you could see my character was in the run animation, but like they weren't moving. Oh, it's actually raining right now. Crazy.
I remember you.
Not happening.
The abyss calls. Can't you hear?
They won't forget that.
Dark. God's emperors. It was all for nothing. Accept it. Let the void take.
Was aerial assault on cooldown? I'm not sure what's happening there.
I remember you. Accept it.
Not happening. Not happening.
Was all for nothing.
Not happening.
Accept it. The void is all.
Easy. Too easy.
Let the void take you. The abyss calls. Can't you hear?
Not happening.
God's emperors. It was all for
Not happening.
Oh, that roll. That roll.
Accept it. The void.
I mean, I'm pretty sure this is not like a setting. Oh. I mean, obviously that's not the issue, but... Yeah, this is irrelevant because, you know, like everything kills you so fast that by the time any of this happens, it doesn't matter. Oh no, this is for keyboard. Huh. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything about like holding. Let's see. Yeah, because if you hold down, like I was thinking maybe it was like the keyboard was sticking, but if you hold it down, like it doesn't repeat. You have to actually hit it twice for.
Not happening.
Yeah, so yeah, that double fire of the roll. I don't know what causes that. It's not a setting, and it's not the keyboard, because we just confirmed that you can't hold it down. That is puzzling.
Not happening.
It was all for nothing.
Not happening.
Let the void take you.
Not happening.
The abyss calls. Can't you hear it?
Not happening.
God's embrace. It was all for nothing.
Not happening. Not happening.
Let the void take it.
Okay, one down.
Can't you hear it?
Not happening.
Darkness.
Not happening.
God's embrace. All for nothing. The void. All that is left.
Not happening.
Okay. Over down. Guess you.
Not happening.
Can't you hear it?
Not happening.
It was all for nothing.
Not happening.
Accept it. The void is all that is left. Let the void take you.
Not happening.
Different. Am I free?
No master greater than Oropus.
Dodge this. Submit.
Not happening.
Dodge this.
Not happening. happening. Not happening.
Okay. Lost finding that.
Lied to us.
Yeah, I don't care about any of those. Okay, got another eye. Okay, another needle. Okay. Oh, we got another guy here. By the way, like I had just been assuming that this guy was one of the like NPCs we met earlier in the game, like one of the earlier acts. Again, like I thought, like probably he was probably like the guy that turns into like the void abomination thing in like chapter 2 or 3, whatever that was. But it just occurred to me, like the reason why the name seems familiar is that like I'm pretty sure this is a reference to the lit RPG series Divine Apostasy by AFK. That's a really good series if you've never tried it.
What?
Oh. Wrong one. Marcus.
Welcome. That's 6 now. We'll be done soon. Don't remind me. The first one has taken it upon himself to reach out to other travelers he knew were at risk of falling to despair. they've taken to calling themselves the Forgotten Squires. Ridiculous. I'm just tired. I'm still not used to having allies again. Just don't worry about me. Focus on the task. Focus on killing the Harbingers. We'll speak again soon.
Cool. Next one requires 255 corruption. Oh, we had another guy here.
Yes.
Kristen. And so if you ever played Pillars of Eternity, I think that these guys are like Kickstarter backers. I think that's what's going on here. Because like when you talk to NPCs in this game, none of them have like any kind of like really like hefty like dialogue you can do with them. Like there are NPCs you can talk to that have things to say, but like unless they're like a really like important story NPC, like none of them like really have like a lot of dialogue. But these guys all have a lot of dialogue. So I'm thinking they were probably like Kickstarter backers. Alright, so let's go. Let's move these into the keys. Like the way these work, like, you know, you put them in your idle slot, and then like if the boss like if you kill a boss, like, you know, while you have it equipped and you're in like an empowered timeline, then like you automatically gain additional 3 Gaze of Orbis. Like I haven't been doing this because I'm saving them for when like I get to like the higher requirement ones. But for now, let's put it with our keys. It's our other eye. Okay. One. This one has 1, 60, 68, 75, 60, 76, 75, 6.1, 6.7, 175, 135. So this one has more void damage, but this one, if you crit, you do a lot more damage, and you get more void damage healed as health. River, right? Yeah. So 59 and 8. 40, 68. Yeah. So all of these. There's only 30 minutes left in the stream. It's not really much we can do.
Take care.
Yeah, and my goal with the keys is just to fill out 3 full rows with them. And then I'm just going to start selling them from that point on. Okay, so we've done all of these. Now it's just Reign of Dragons and then these 3. Let's do a little bit of Reign of Dragons.
Not happening.
So, since we're going to be doing Reign of Dragons a few times, most likely we're going to end up getting the grand version of the crit avoidance thing.
Not happening.
Respec back to what I had before.
Not happening.
Okay, what's over here? Alright. Anything worthwhile from that guy?
Not happening. Not happening. Might have to drop something. Yes.
A 97 for this one. We need to get to... We need 125 corruption. So plus 30. Yeah. Yeah, so we just need to run through this place twice. Which, let's see. Okay. So we need 1700 stability. 1700 total stability. I need to remember to start. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter what the thing is, right? But now wait for
Yes.
exalted stuff. Yeah. I do something exalted. So the next exalted thing that drops. Okay, there it is. So this is our sacrifice right here. Shimmering Temple Staff of Glory.
Not happening. Not happening.
Down.
Not happening.
And the reason I'm going over them so quickly is that I've gotten to the point where I have so much wealth in this game that it's actually not worth it to just pick up every exalted item. I only pick up stuff
Might
that
have to drop something.
is either in my loot filter, or like if it's exalted and it has 2 exalted affixes. If it doesn't have 2 exalted affixes, then I don't bother picking up like random drops.
Not happening. Not happening.
Okay, Done here.
Might have to drop something.
I mean, I think that was sitting there already. Pretty sure I've been holding on to that one. Yeah, so this one is our sacrifice. The way this works is, I think it's one of these. Yeah. So do that. Well, before we do that, let's see how much. Yeah, because we don't see. Yeah, we don't see it here. So we got to go out. We're at 96 right now.
Yes.
152. Cool. Oh, you can do that more than once? Oh my goodness. I'm a fool for not having been doing this. That is crazy. Yeah, because you forcefully like gain lots of whatever that stuff's called, as well as like transforming the item unpredictably in ways that could end up actually being good. And you can just keep on doing that infinitely on the same item. That is crazy.
Take care.
Yeah, we're at 805 already. Holy crap. Like, I just realized that it's not just updating the thing, it's changing the item. Like, this is a different staff than what we put in there. Oh, wow. Yeah, we used up all the fortune potential on this, so... Better it. I can't mess with that anymore. Yeah, but since it changes the base item, like, we don't actually really want to mess with that too much. Like this. Let's see. Pick that one. And look at that. almost maxed out. Is out of forge potential. Okay, we have max stability. Cool.
Not happening. Not happening.
Oh no.
Not happening. Not happening.
Ooh. Yep, that was a bad roll. I very much rolled to the wrong place.
Not happening. Not happening.
And they need to fix the hitbox on that breath. That thing is so shitty. Yeah, because it is not a cone. And if it is a cone, then it's a cone that is outside the range of the animation that you see. The graphic does not represent the breath.
Not happening. Not happening. Not happening. Not happening.
Okay. Down. Okay. We have access to the Grand All Resist. We don't need it for this character, but we have it now. I'm going to keep what I have. Hopefully the next one will get us the thing we want. Okay, we got one gaze. Ooh.
Not happening.
Oh, this fucking thing, man. Why does it do that? Why does it do that? I pressed it one time and in a single direction. Why is it going foo-foo? Why? What is the foo-foo? What is the cause of that? What causes that to happen?
Not happening.
Once again, like I'm not, like I don't think that the issue is on the game side. Because, you know, the exact same thing that happens in Path of Exile. Path of Exile 2. So, like, there's something on my side, but I have no idea what. It doesn't make sense. Because it can't be the keyboard. If it was the keyboard, that would mean that like, it was like a sticky key thing. It's not a sticky key thing. We confirmed it's not a sticky key thing.
Not happening.
So what is doing that?
Not happening.
Hey, did it again. Yeah, that was very unfortunate grouping. There was nowhere for me to go. Game. Well, once again, not the game. I don't think the game. That. Whatever it is that's happening, trying to kill me. It is trying to kill me.
Not happening. Not happening.
Trying to kill me again.
Not happening.
I get it. I didn't. Still didn't get the one I wanted. What? I am so confused. Why did this one pop up? What? If I pick that. That is so weird. What is happening there? I want to do that. Just yeah, it went back. What the hell? It's just a UI thing, right? Queen of Dragons. That's where we are. Okay. Did replace it. That was so weird.
Might have to drop something.
Doesn't fit. How dare you? This on the ground right here. All right. We have the space. It's end of stream time, so we're just going to empty out. And then next time we'll start off by running that timeline a few times. 1, 41, 41. That's kind of funny. Yeah, so I guess better than this one. A reason to want to have 2 of these. Yeah, the implicit rolled bad on this one. But I'll keep it for now. Okay, so just gotta place that one. $91, $9. Yes, this is the best one. It's our first time finding one of these. Twisted Heart of Ukeros. Increased health. Health converted to ward when you cast a necrotic spell. Health converted to ward when you cast an elemental spell. Strength and cast speed. As I can sell the rest of these. Next time, we'll start off by heading back into Reign of Dragons. I will do a few... Well, actually, before we do anything, let's go and get our critical strike avoidance back.
Hello, traveler.
Only 30%. That's unfortunate. 17%. Oh, because of a visual bug. So next time we'll head back into Reign of Dragons. Do a couple runs. Then use our despair things to farm back up to top whatchamacallit. Then we'll reset the timeline. Well, no, actually. Yeah. We have access to one. There's one right at the start, so we'll reset the timeline. Then, check out the 7th Harbinger. And this guy here. Yeah, but you can see them. See the masks. So. You can see that like these three had the same guy. These two had the same guy, and this one's gonna have the big fat guy again. And then it's gonna be this one here, that guy for this one and this one, and then and maybe it is just two of them. Because this looks like these two. I mean these three here. Four. And so like the female one shows up for those 5, and the fat one shows up for these 5. Yeah, but now that we know how the despair things work, you know, that's a very quick way to get to the fights really quick, and then just go and farm up, farm the bosses until we get it. So hopefully, like, we'll be up to here by end of the week. Anyways, that's great for me. Thanks everybody who stopped by to check this out. Join the playthrough, appreciate the YouTube stuff, like, comment, subscribe. Till next time, Victus, Rise of the Maris, and bye.